right, welcome to my morning off routine. So, I wanted to create this morning routine for you guys just to show you a different kind of healthy morning routine because before I had a morning routine, I just don't feel like my mornings went quite as smooth and I didn't have as much energy during them. So this is actually like a morning off for me, a morning off from my physical therapy jobs where I'm just working on stuff for my Three Branches Wellness community. So here I spared you guys me scrubbing my teeth and putting my finger in my eyeball as I put on contacts. Anyone else that struggles with contacts, you know how annoying that process is. Always like to brush my teeth first, put in the contacts, and I head to the kitchen and I fill up a glass of ice water. So I go ahead and I start trying to get all the water in as soon as possible because it just makes me feel more awake and more hydrated for the day. If I'm gonna work out before in the morning, then I usually do a little bit of natural pre-workout too. But this morning off, I believe was a Tuesday, and we usually don't work out on Tuesday mornings because we both sometimes have meetings. So I was like, all right, I'll just do my morning routine. And this is our view outside of the condo. It was kind of like a gloomy day, but still very pretty. So I went ahead and grabbed my journal and went over and sat in the comfy chair. That's my kind of like workspace chair whenever I'm not working at a table. So I love this journal. It is so awesome. I think it's from Wild Paper Co. I have to double check myself on that. But I love it. And I like that it shows you can do like a daily intention. So on this particular day, I put come back to breath because I knew that some of the things I was going to be doing on this day kind of made me a little more anxious and a little more just like kind of just focusing on so many other things at one time that I forget to just like be calm and have a calming breath. So I gave myself that intention for the day. And then that has this little section here where you can just write out what you're grateful for. So you have 3 little spots where you can write out what you're grateful for that day, which I love to do. It really sets my day up for a more positive like atmosphere, and being grateful just makes you feel like such a better person throughout the day because you have already like appreciated the fact that you're even living. So, and then it has like a little dream notes. I actually use it in a different way. I don't actually write down my dreams because I don't remember those things. And then a little reflection where you can just like do your freehand talking. So I like to fill out at least a page on that. And of course the cat was lingering nearby ready to roll. So then I head into the bathroom and I go ahead and start doing like my kind of like just skincare routine. Go ahead and wash the face, lotion up the face, and all that good stuff. So at this point, I just have my water and kind of did my quick, probably takes about 15 minutes with the journaling routine. And then I go ahead and do all this jazz, and I will spare you all of the things that I'm doing because I am not a skincare expert and I don't want to try to be one. I just like to do a regular, a regular skincare routine to keep the skin looking nice and fresh. So then I went ahead and started on my makeup. I just put on a little bit of makeup for the day so that I could be ready. Even though I was off on this day from physical therapy jobs, I still like to put on makeup most days, especially I think on this day I was going to do some filming for my 3-day mini course. So I wanted to, look fairly presentable for a camera since it was going to be on the camera for like ever. And then I went ahead and just kind of like straightened up some pieces of my hair. My hair is pretty straight anyway, so it doesn't even take that long. So once I'm pretty much ready as far as my face and hair goes, I usually then go in and make the bed because at that point Nick's already been up. The bed is not occupied at this point, usually not by pets either. So then I'll just go in and make the bed. This is actually something more new to my routine because I've always wanted to be a bed maker, but it's just always been like so difficult to do. But I finally, for the past maybe like a year or so, I have been pretty much consistently making the bed, and I've even trained Nick to make the bed whenever I can't. So I feel like that's a huge accomplishment in itself. I just love a good made bed. So then I went ahead and laid out what I was going to wear for the day. And since I was just hanging out at the house, usually I just do like workout clothes, especially because we were going to work out later on in the evening. So I'm just already prepared for that. So I put that on. And of course my fuzzy socks, because it is cold out right now, so I gotta get my warm fuzzy socks. So then finally it's time for breakfast. Usually by now I'm like, okay, yay, I finally get to do breakfast. And most mornings, especially during the week, I do a smoothie for breakfast. That just sits the best on my stomach, and ever since I started doing it, probably like half a year ago, I just feel so much better when I drink a smoothie for breakfast, and I don't drink anything, or I don't eat anything else until like lunchtime-ish. Just depending on if I'm super hungry that day or not. So I use Vital Proteins as my protein powder, and then I use some cacao powder to do like a chocolatey flavor. And then almond butter for my healthy fat, because that part is super important. If you're going to do a smoothie for breakfast, you really, really are going to need a healthy fat, because that's what's going to help keep you super full. Between that and the protein, you got to, do what you can so that you can stay full with the smoothie, because, it's not like eating a whole big breakfast meal. I will say usually on Saturdays, when I'm off, we do a bigger breakfast, and it's pretty fun, but I do love a smoothie. So I also added cauliflower to this smoothie, and I love doing cauliflower in a smoothie because it makes it smooth and creamy most of the time. So I did that, and then the other bag has pretty much mainly just frozen cherries and a few other kinds of berries, but I was kind of doing like a chocolate nut butter cherry kind of like vibe, and I've been doing that for a few weeks at this point, and it's pretty dang good. So I struggle, but I screwed the top on so I could go ahead and blend that sucker up. Takes a few blends and then you're good to go. So I brought that over to the dining room table, which is basically my workspace, and I set up to work. And on this particular day, I was working on the free mini course that I mentioned. So I have a free mini course, and it's 3 secrets to lower your blood pressure naturally. So basically, for anybody who's dealing with high blood pressure, or your blood pressure's been increasing and you just don't know why, this mini course is like pretty much my creation of what exactly I did to lower my blood pressure naturally. So using natural methods and not having to deal with medications quite as much. So that's what I help women figure out how to do. And so I created a mini course all about it. So if you want to join that mini course, if that sounds of interest to you, you can follow the link down below. So that is pretty much my healthy morning routine. And I hope that you enjoyed that. There's, all different kinds of things that you can add in, and it kind of depends on what's going on throughout that particular day. But that is how I do my morning off healthy routine, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, I want you to please give this a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe so that you can get notifications on future videos. I will be having like a chill Saturday routine coming soon that I think is going to be super fun, and you get to kind of like enjoy the vibes of Destin in that one. So make sure you subscribe so that you get to see that one. All right, well, I will talk to y'all next time.